Well, that went quite well, that maiden. I've had a couple of flights, a couple of nose-overs on landing. I'm struggling to judge where the grass is at the shortest, and if I land where it's slightly too long, it is just tipping forward, but I'll try and correct that. As far as the plane goes, I'm very impressed. It flies absolutely lovely. What I've been doing, it's got a Spectrum AR636 receiver which has got safe select, and I set the safe select up on my gear button on the transmitter, and I've been flying. Some of the flight has actually been on safe, and you can see that it's safe because when you're manoeuvring, the plane just wants to go level all the time. For people that are nervous and starting out, I think it's a fantastic tool, safe technology. I've had it on my E-flite Spitfire, and it made me really be able to fly a Spitfire, a warbird, before I was anywhere near ready to fly that sort of plane. So I've got to be honest, this safe is really good. Yeah, as I'm flying now, I've switched over to AS3X, which is the 3-axis stabilization, and the wind's actually picked up quite a lot, and it's quite amazing really that whereas the wind would normally be buffeting the plane, it really seems to be ironing that buffeting out, and you know, it makes it possible to fly in winds that you wouldn't normally attempt to fly in. So I've got to be honest, I'm very impressed. Flies really well. I've got to be honest, as far as building planes go, this was just amazing. All in all, I just had to fit. You had 6 screws to do the landing gear, 2 screws to do the horizontal stab, and pretty much that was it. No gluing, no messing. I only had to connect one rod, which was to the rudder. Everything else was connected. The servos were centered absolutely spot on. I haven't had to use any sub trim. Obviously I checked it all before deciding to fly, but from the factory it was spot on. One little gripe, paint. After just a couple of flights, paint's already starting to rub off in places. I understand it must be difficult to paint foam. It seems difficult to paint foam, but generally, you know, I'm really pleased. When I brought it out of the box, when I was unboxing, this part of the plane was quite twisted, unfortunately. I haven't experienced that with E-flite before, and really speaking, considering how much these E-flite planes cost, you know, if you compare it to the likes of Hobby King, especially Durafly, I've had quite a few Durafly planes, and they have literally come out the box absolutely perfect. And this one was probably twice the price of some of those Durafly planes, and then I had to heat the tail up with a hairdryer and clamp it between 2 pieces of wood in order to get it straight, but it hasn't affected the flight performance at all. Okay, when I was talking about the plane, I forgot to mention the centre of gravity. I always get frustrated when I build a plane and there's no information about the centre of gravity at all. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly, it's been absolutely spot on, I think personally. In the instructions it says 60 to 70 millimetres back from the leading edge of the wing. So I decided to go for 65, smack bang in the middle. I'm running Hobby King batteries, Turner G 3S 2.2 milliamp hour batteries. I've got a range between 25C and I've got 40C, and I think I've got 30C batteries. I'm putting the battery right to the front, virtually up against the motor mount, and what I'm finding there is that the centre of gravity is, the plane is lovely and level, no tail heavy, no nose heavy, nice and level, and I think it seems to be a really good spot. The E-flite 1.2 meter clip wing CUB gets a thumbs up from me. I think with the safe and the AS3X technology, it's just really taken all the nervousness out of doing a maiden flight. For some reason I just get so nervous every maiden flight, but today that was considering I've never flown that plane before, I've never flown a CUB, that was, apart from one or two dodgy landings where it was landing in long grass and nosing over, that was just a joy to fly. Okay, thanks, Ed. It really was, wasn't it? I don't think so.